Annual Day. Graduates walking with their heads held high along with their beaming parents. I request all of you to raise and give them a thunderous applause. as our chief guest by our President, Dr. Rajni Sorake, our Secretary, Dr. Abhinay Sorake, our Principal, Mrs. Vinaya D'Souza, Dr. Ravi Rao, Principal, Karnataka Ayurveda Medical College, Assistant Administrative Officer, Mr. Saju, and Vice Principal of Karnataka Ayurveda Medical College, Dr. Jacinta D'Souza. Welcome, ma'am and sirs. Any auspicious occasion is marked by remembering the Almighty. So, keeping the tradition, let us seek the blessings of the Almighty. I would like to invite our junior and senior KG kids to lead us in the prayer. Jaya, asking for one mic. They are getting one mic. Place it in such a way that are they ready? Let us all rise for the prayer.
Lord, if we could, we would fill our hands with all the wonderful things you give us. Then we'd lift them up and give. Lord, if we could, we would fill our hands with all the wonderful things you give us. Then we'd lift them up and give them back to you. I give
Thank you, children. It was wonderful. You really created a heavenly atmosphere here. Tell him later. You might. I now request our principal to escort our dignitaries to the dais. Dr. K.T. Shweta, along with the other dignitaries on the dais, to light the lamp and inaugurate this function. Coordinator of our Bikarnakatta branch, to officially welcome all the dignitaries and everyone gathered here for the annual day function.
The glittering faces who sit forth me today are the bright future of this country tomorrow. A very good morning to all of you. On behalf of SES Preschool Mangalore, I am extremely privileged to have this opportunity to address you and welcome you all on behalf of the institution for the graduation ceremony of UKG students and annual day program. We have all gathered on the annual day event of our institution to celebrate our success, showcase our talents, and be grateful for our fortune. We are privileged to have with us today Dr. K.T. Shweta, Director, Anirveda Resource Center for Psychological Well-Being as our chief guest. We are grateful to Dr. Shweta for courteously and gladly accepting our invitation. A warm welcome to you, ma'am. I now request our principal to welcome Dr. Shweta with a token of our gratitude. We are honored to have with us today Dr. Rajneesh Sorake, President of SES Group of Institutions and Managing Partner of Sorake Builders as our chief guest. A warm welcome to you, sir. I now request Ms. Renuka to welcome Dr. Rajneesh. Sir, it is an honor to have you with us today. You have always been the backbone of our institution. We are privileged to have Mrs. and Dr. Abhinay Sorake, Secretary, SES Group of Institutions, with us today. A warm welcome to you, sir. May I request Ms. Jyoti to welcome Dr. Sorake. A warm welcome to Dr. Ravi Rao S., Principal of Karnataka Ayurveda Medical College. A hearty welcome to you, sir. I now request Ms. Ashnita to welcome Dr. Rao. I would like to welcome Dr. Jacinta Meena D'Souza, who is with us, Vice Principal of Karnataka Ayurveda Medical College, and also would like to welcome Mr. Saju, Assistant Administrative Officer. A warm welcome to you. I would like to welcome Ms. Vinaya D'Souza, Principal of SES Preschool, Vikarnakatte and Padi. Our principal is like an umbrella to this institution. She protects and upholds the institution with utmost care and support and is our guiding light. Thank you, ma'am, thank you for guiding us and keeping our spirits high. Thank you, ma'am. With immense pleasure, on behalf of SES Preschool, I welcome you, dear parents, and extend our gratitude to the families and well-wishers of our students present here today. We treasure your love and concern towards our institution, which is our second home. Welcome you, dear parents. A special welcome to the media personnel, especially V4 channel, who has always been supportive and provided us with media coverage during all our programs. Teachers are like magicians who use their magic wands to help students make their lives easier and more fruitful. I would like to welcome all the teachers, staff and students who are an integral part of this institution. Once again, welcome you all.
Thank you, Vinitra. I now request our chief guest to give us her message.
almost after 2 years, a crowd like this, children waiting at backstage. All of this is really nice to see after a really long gap. Thank you so much to the management of SES for considering me to be a part of the occasion today. a parent I am. I'm a very new parent. I'm a parent only 6 years old. But probably whatever I've learned over the years is through interactions that I've had with a lot of parents like you and meeting a lot of kids over the past few years. And probably something all of us as parents have realized is that there's no formula for something called as parenting. Many times we wish that we had one formula to apply for all of the situations that we face as parents, but unfortunately we do not have one. Also, I do not want to waste a lot of time talking today, because if I do that today, people who will hate me the most are the little kids. I can see them still practicing their steps backstage and they really want to get onto stage. So I think I should not take a lot of your time. Like how our kids told us in the prayer song that everything they did was a gift for us. So every day spending time with kids is definitely a lot of learning. I always tell parents who come to us, or even students who come to us who aspire to become psychologists, is that something that I've always seen is that every child is a textbook. So if I see one kid or if I talk to one kid today, that kid has definitely given me something. So every child is unique, every child is a textbook, and every child in itself is a lot of learning for us, both as professionals and as parents. Whatever they do definitely gives us a lot of input about what they feel and think. A few things that I have felt as a professional, that we as a family have a very big role to play in whatever they learn, in whatever they do, and in whatever they are. So many times, parents come and tell me, ma'am, they are very cranky, ma'am, they are very naughty, ma'am, they don't listen to us, and stuff like that. But every behavior of our kids are little messages to us. And most of the times, all forms of behaviors that our kids show are some forms of communication. They are actually trying to tell us something. And many times, when we understand what they are trying to tell us, it's much more easier. What we do as parents, or what we tend to do as parents, is try to correct the behavior. Try to see how we can stop them from being stubborn. Try to see how we can stop them from being cranky, etc. But what formula works is trying to figure out what is making them cranky, what is making them stubborn. Ask yourself, why probably my child is cranky? Why probably my child is stubborn? And that answering the why will answer a lot of questions for you. Yeah, that's something that I've realized over time working with kids, and something which a lot of parents have told me, when we are able to figure out the why, it has helped us better. So probably we all have to remember that all behaviors that our children show are some form of communication. They're actually trying to tell us something. And when we understand what they're trying to tell us, we definitely know how to work around it. And then Madam Vinaya was explaining to me a lot of concerns, especially post-COVID, which I also see. A lot of kids come to the center, a lot of parents come to me expressing a lot of difficulties that they have been facing with children. Let's first understand this reality that COVID was a harsh reality for all of us. It was difficult for kids, it was difficult for parents, it was difficult for teachers also. So my first thing, which I always want to remind all of you, is let's not be harsh on each other. It was never easy for any one of us. Children did try their best, because suddenly from asking them to go out to play, we asked them to sit at home. Suddenly from going to school, they were asked to sit. And for parents it was difficult, because we had to shift our workspaces home. We had to have 24-hour entertainment or agenda to keep our kids at home. It was not easy for us. And for teachers too also, it was very difficult, because children who were running around were suddenly restricted in front of a system or a laptop. Teachers had to devise newer methods so that the children kept sticking to the laptop and looked at them and understood what they were trying to tell them over so much distance. So it was really harsh for all of us. So let's not be harsh on ourselves, trying to say that, okay, things have gone wrong, now I have to set it right. Give your kids time, give yourselves time, give our teachers time. It was a harsh reality. Hopefully we are slowly getting back to the earlier ways. I do not know. People keep telling about different numbers and waves and stuff. But let's hope that things are getting to how it was earlier. Let's give each other a little space and, try to get back to earlier ways of functioning. But however, there are a lot of kids on whom COVID has been a little more harsh, or all of these newer trends of staying at home, extra screen time, absolutely no socialization, etc., has been a little harsh. I've seen a lot of kids who come with speech delay, who come with difficulties in building social relationships, or kids who come with difficulties in sitting in a classroom, having lesser attention span, etc. None of these are what children call for. It has happened. So if there are kids like that, I definitely know a few of you are juggling those concerns. So if there's anything like that, what I'd recommend is seek help for that. While taking professional help, if they tell you all good, nothing wrong, you can carry on, okay, good. But if they tell you your child might need a little extra help, I think it's okay to go for that little extra help. Basically because their growing years are very, very important for them. So whatever you do for them now has a really, long-lasting impact on them, on their overall social, emotional, psychological development. So if you feel that your child has a little concern, please feel free to talk to their teachers and then get help for them. And the last and probably the most important thing that I would tell all of the parents out here is that we all have this. How many of you want to become really good parents? Amazing parents? Including me. Yeah, that's why my hand raised first. Yeah, okay, there are a few hands here also. Yeah, we go out of our ways to become super amazing parents, do everything for our kids, go out of our way, and while doing all of this, we really forget ourselves. Yeah, so what I want to tell all parents, I know all of you have this wish to become really good parents, really nice parents, absolutely fine and good, but while doing all of this, a little that we need to think about is ourselves. I see a lot of mothers, a lot of fathers who go out of their way for their little ones. But while doing all of this, take a little time for yourselves. Take care of yourselves too. Because until and unless you don't take care of yourselves, you'll not be able to take care of your little ones. Now you all have that energy, battery fully charged. But there is definitely a time when your battery will start getting lower and you'll have to have that reserve. So if you have to have that reserve, you should take care of yourselves. You should have a little time wherein you work on your physical health, your social health, and your emotional health also, so that you can definitely contribute a lot for the best in your children. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. That was really a lovely and thought-provoking message. And as she said, there is no formula for parenting, as each child is unique and different. Now I request Dr. Ravi Rao to give us his message.
Good morning to all, respected dignitaries on the dais. Much of the things has been said by our today's chief guest, very beautifully spoken. There is no formula for parenting as such actually. And it's very true, we all want our child to be Sachin Tendulkar, or we all want our children to be super brilliant. And we all want our children to be first rank holder. There is no scope for second rank, no scope for third rank. Is it possible? I think it is not possible. All cannot be Sachin Tendulkar as such, or all cannot be Rahul Dravid. Even Rahul Dravid has got his own niche, Saurav Ganguly had his own niche in the team. All became a very good team as such actually. They became, all members, they were solid players, and that team was considered to be one of the best team of that the period as such. Similarly, all children can never be the first rank holder, isn't it? So that is, today I saw I really congratulate all the faculties of the SES, the preschool, led by Vinita madam, wonderfully sung parent, prayer as such. And really, prayer had a very good meaning. It's very true that nothing is in our hand. We all think that is everything I do. The biggest the problem with the parents is actually I should not tell as such actually, because we are from the medical community. So getting a child itself is the biggest issue nowadays. You have got a wonderful kids with you as such actually, and give them time. Give yourself time. Give family a very good time as such. When you give the family time, your half the problem is solved. When you don't give, most of the times the father thinks that is mother has to look after the kid. Mother has to rear up the child. It is not my responsibility. So what happens actually, and that at the time, mother thinks that is why I should always give my time. Because even nowadays, the mothers, like our teachers actually, I said preschool, they are also working as such actually. They will also be working at the school. They also have to, they come tired to home. So we both, that is, as a parent, it is a father and mother, both have got equal responsibility. It is not the only the mother, it is a father also has to give the helping hand, so that most of the times what happens, even at times as such actually, my wife tells, do you know what the exam is there for your kid tomorrow? So I always keep updating that as such actually, so that I do not get the complaint from that. So at least lend some time with that the kid as such actually, because I said many of in our hospital we come up with the many infertility cases. You are lucky to be parents as such actually, and the absolute gems, they have sung the prayer very beautifully. Their expression, I could see one child interacting with the mother, giving thumb and starting with the prayer with saying that I am ready for the prayer. That is the spirit that I like as such actually, and that the same spirit should be there with the parents as such actually, and for which what we require is actually making child healthy. How can you make child healthy? Give child a healthy food. As much as possible, try to avoid the fast foods, because fast foods or the junk foods actually, they reduce the immunity of the child as such actually, and they make the child again, and it's tastier always, because our tongue actually always they wants tasty food. It doesn't want actually a bland food. It is the tongue is trained in such a way that is the taste is always released, or the fast food is more released than your ganji uta or your normal meal as such actually. Dal roti is not cherished, whereas McDonald's burger, even why we parents make them feel that is it is more yummier than the dal roti or dal sabji or your chicken or anything as actually, or fish curry. This is more healthier than the burgers actually, because they contain extra amount of salt and MSG etc., which makes your child more the diseased prone as such actually, because they reduce the immunity of the child. So first and foremost that is required is healthy food or the healthy snack. Make a child to develop the healthy snack, and moreover make child to do the exercise. We bring the child and drop at the door of the school. Earlier it was not like that as such. We used to walk to the school. At least give some work, make the child, that is, even though we think that is small child, the child cannot. The child drinks the coffee or the milk, keeps the glass where it has drunk as actually. Make a habit that the child takes that glass and they keeps it in the sink, so that children will know the responsibility. Make them more responsible as such. And when you make them or inculcate them the good social behavior, and very much important is they make the children the habit of making the prayer, because they should know that is, even as madam said, COVID has given a harsh reality, that is there is someone who is superior to us, because many got affected with the COVID, but not all suffered as actually. Many could come out of the COVID. Why? Because God has given us a good strength of the immunity, and we at our the Karnataka Ayurveda Medical College, we have got the Swarna Prashana, which is being practiced since the centuries as such, which is told in Ayurvedic classical text, Swarna Prashana, that is giving gold along with the vacha, that is bhaje, which is called locally Swarna vacha, to the child. It very beautifully said in classically that it improves memory of the child, and also it improves the intellect of the child, and also it improves the grasping power of the child, and more importantly it improves the immunity of the child. All in single nutshell that has been told, which is called Swarna Prashana, which we practice at our every Pushya Nakshatra. That is, Pushya is the oscillation, which is going to be very auspicious day. We practice and we make so not even since last 10 or 15 years this practice is going on, and this has given a very good immunity to the children as well as learning capacity also. And we are practicing this in our hospital since last 8 years over here, and this practice was there since the centuries as such actually. And this can be given to all children, and we will be very pleased to do that in our preschool only in association with our doctors as such actually. And all parents can take the benefit of that as such and make them, the children, more the immune strong as such actually, and also more intelligent and more grasping and more healthy as such. And healthy children, of course, they are the most desired, because we want the healthy society for tomorrow. They are our ambassadors for tomorrow. And I thank for the opportunity given by the preschool for addressing you as such actually. And I always ask you, don't compare your children with other children at your your own at preschool or with the others as such actually, or with the other siblings. Each child is precious, each child is unique, and you cannot expect the same from your own sibling. And so there is no question that is the other children at the SES preschool or at their class, they cannot be same as such actually. They are unique, and let them bloom as such actually. So encourage them to bloom, encourage them to ask questions. Don't discourage them as such actually, because they are very much inquisitive, and unless you answer their question, they will not be in a position to know what is the real problem as actually. So always give time to them and see that their questions are answered, and make them the bright citizens of tomorrow. I thank all the preschool faculties for giving me an opportunity, and also I thank the President sir and Secretary sir, also the principal of the SES preschool for giving me an opportunity. I wish all today's the function a grand success, and I also wish all the parents to make their ward one of the beautiful, wonderful citizens of tomorrow. Thank you for giving me time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That was really a nice and useful message. As teachers, we do stress on healthy food, but sometimes can't help, kids take over. It's my pleasure to invite Dr. Rajni Sorake, President of SES Group of Institutions, to deliver the presidential address.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and more importantly, the little girls and boys who are graduating today. This is indeed a very special day for us at SES Preschool. As we are all aware, today is about the children, and as such, my speech is largely aimed at the little ones sitting in front of us. I know it is difficult to sit still for a long time, so I'll keep my speech as short as possible. We worry about what a child will become tomorrow, yet we forget that he is someone today. As parents and teachers, we do put a lot of time and energy into preparing our children for the future. We do need to equip our children with lifelong skills to prepare them for adulthood. Today, we pay tribute to the young ladies and gentlemen of tomorrow, and we know that they have started their remarkable journey towards achieving their goals. My thanks and appreciation to all the teachers and parents for the fantastic role that they have played to facilitate this process. Now, girls and boys, I need to tell you, you have how very proud, Now, girls and boys, I need to tell you how very proud we are of you today. You have all worked very hard to learn more every day. You have played hard, you have made new friends, and you have all tried to be a good friend too. Well done, and congratulations to each and every one of you. You can feel proud of all you have done this year. Hold on to your uncanny gift of finding everything in nothing, of not only seeing 7 wonders in the world, but several thousand. Work hard and play straight, and may you stay in your spirit and soul forever young. I would like to take this opportunity to inform you that SES Preschool will be establishing a third school at Urva, which will commence from this academic year. Our school venture, SES Riverside International Academy, the construction of which is in progress, will commence from the academic year 2023-24. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request our principal, Mrs. Vinaya D'Souza, to give us her message.
Everything I do is a prayer and a gift to you. Dignitaries on the days, dignitaries of the days, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. SES Preschools stand tall with pride. 24 of our graduates are marching towards a bright future that lies ahead of them. The future is bright is our motto, and that's the positivity our little ones exude through their attitude. Shall we hear a long round of applause for them? A school is a place where a child feels safe, loved, and happy. At SES, this is our foremost objective. Providing our little ones with a safe, loved, and happy environment, because a happy child grows up to be a happy individual who in turn is a boon to society. We are not in the rat race for victory, but on the path of providing our nation with empathetic, responsible, and confident individuals. We teach them small and watch them grow. Academics, we agree, plays a key role in the intellectual development of an individual, but that's not our only goal. All-round development of our students has always been our aim. A disciplined, happy, and secure environment invariably provides for good learning. Let me narrate an anecdote. There was once this little boy who was preparing hard for the auditions to happen for the school day play. But somewhere in her heart, the mother knew that her son did not stand a chance because she felt he was not good at acting. However, on the day of the audition, she goes to school with a heavy heart, knowing that her son would be discouraged. To her surprise, she sees her little boy come to her with open arms and a triumphant look on his face. Surprisingly, after a big hug, she asks him, "What role have you been chosen for?" And the child replies, "I have been chosen to sit back and clap." Children, ladies and gentlemen, are happy in all situations. Sadly, it is we who burden them with our expectations. Let us stop this. Let's make their childhood happy. Let's encourage them with positivity and love. This year had been challenging for all of us. Your support, dear parents, during the online classes was truly commendable. While I thank you for your cooperation, I wish to acknowledge the effort and dedication of all our teachers who have done a truly remarkable job in bridging the distance between them and their students. Kudos to you, dear teachers. However, a child learns best while at school, and we are glad that our students could come back to school and to us. We enjoyed every moment we spent with them and learned a lot from them in return. Thank you, dear parents, for entrusting us with your children. We do all we can to keep them happy and safe, and we look forward to your cooperation as well. My dear little graduates, all I want to say is we at SES are going to miss each one of you, and especially me. I'm going to miss those warm hugs, smiles, and kisses I used to get every day when I used to visit your class. We pray that you will always have the opportunity to spread your wings and soar to great heights and make this your alma mater proud. May God bless us all. Thank you.
I am Jayalakshmi and I was your child's class teacher. Teaching is my passion. This is my 4th year in SCS preschool. We began this academic year with many activities so everyone could get to know each other and learn from each other. Today, it's my honor to welcome all of you to this colorful graduation ceremony of the year 2021-22. Graduation is not the end, it's the beginning. The beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. I can see happiness on your face as you are all excited to see your child on stage. It is indeed a moment of pride for all of us. A very big thank you to all dear parents for supporting us throughout the year. I feel very sad to say goodbye to my little students, but I wish them all the best. I hope to you see them in a successful and happy individuals. Now, I would like to start our graduation ceremony of the year 2021-22. First of all, I would like to call Adya Premanand on stage. Adya is very sensitive child. She is very punctual in her class and does not distract others. She always helps her friends if they have any confusion in writing. She uses thank you in her speech. She does her work honestly. She is liked by everyone. She always completes her work on time. And does not waste her time. She displays good interpersonal skill and is well mannered. Belongings. She listens to the teacher's instructions. When someone is hurt or need help, she is always ready to help them. She always takes some time to complete her work. She does not waste her time and is always by herself. Put your hands together for our lovely Ahid. Ahid is a silent and shy child. He knows everything but does not express much in class. He always has a sweet smile when he answers. Does not initiate conversation but enjoys attention. He is a very attentive, kind, helpful, sincere. He respects his teacher and peers. Now I chocolate lover. Whenever she answers a question right, she asks for a chocolate. Whenever her teacher does any activities in class, she likes to be involved and is curious about the materials used. She hates to sit in one place for long time. If she does not like anything, she remains silent until it is sorted. I'm glad to call Anvita upon the stage. Anvita is very sweet and innocent child. She likes to sit in the front row. She has a good handwriting. If she does not know the answer, she cries and says she misses her mom. She likes to be given a chance in the classroom activities. She wants some company all the time. She excels always in the assigned work. It's my privilege to welcome Iman. Iman is a well-mannered child. She talks very politely. What is told in class. She is very independent. She takes responsibility for her own work without complaining about others. She has beautiful handwriting. She is a perfectionist. She always enjoys responsibility and always waits for her turn. Now I would like to call her on stage. Mother is very humble child. She has earned urge to succeed. She is a very mature and kind child. She takes responsibility for her own actions, both in and out of the class. She likes to tidy up everything after she finishes playing. She is very considerate and always makes well-informed choices. She listens when others speak. She takes an active part in the learning and other activities. She is obedient to her teachers. She is always helpful and kind to others. Now I call Harshvardhan. Harshvardhan is a silent child. Likes and enjoys playtime with his friends. He energizes and listens. He likes to explore with his thoughts. He is responsible and takes care of his school property. He greets everyone with a smile and respect. Just in class, everywhere. He has leadership qualities. He looks and acts more mature. He always welcomes challenges. Now I welcome Karthik on stage. Karthik is a very sweet and loyal child. He exhibits good manners and is always fond of making conversation with his friends. He enters the classroom with his cute smile. He speaks in a polite manner to his friends and his teacher.
graduation program. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to help move your children to become who they are, as God has planned. I would also like to thank you for all the hard work you have put in, and I know these children of ours would achieve much more later on. Dear graduates, today is your day to start fresh, to eat right, to train hard, to live healthy, and to be proud. Now, I call upon our first graduate, Master Lakan K. Nayak. He is silent by nature, but very obedient. He is a well-mannered and pleasant child. Lakan, keep up this spirit always. All the best and God bless you. Now I call upon Ranvi. Ranvi is a sweet and smart child. She is an enthusiastic learner. I love the way she mingles with everyone and has excellent social skills. She is very good at studies. She takes care of little ones. I wish her all the best and God bless you, dear. Now I call upon our next graduate, Master Shyam Fernandez. He is excellent with his academics and very punctual in his work. Loves extracurricular activities. All the best for a bright future and may God bless you. Now I call upon our next graduate, Sherlock
Thank you, Jayalakshmi and Lavina. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Can we have a huge round of applause for our graduates? Thank you. I now request Ms. Sushma, the coordinator of our Padil branch, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you is the best prayer that anyone could say, said Alice Walker, the famous American novelist. Good morning, dear dignitaries on the dais, dear parents, staff members, and my dear students. I consider it a great honor to stand before you to propose the vote of thanks today. To begin with, I would like to thank our chief guest, Dr. K.T. Shweta, for taking time out to be with us today and for gracing this function. Thank you, ma'am, for your presence and meaningful message. I would like to express our gratitude to the President of SES Group of Institutions, Dr. Rajneesh Sorake. Thank you, sir, for your motivating words and relentless support always. It is a pleasure to have you in our midst. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Amarnath Sorake, the founder president of SES Group of Institutions, for his constant support and guidance. A heartfelt thanks to Dr. Abhinay Sorake, the secretary of SES Group of Institutions, for taking time out to be with us today. Thank you, sir. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Ravi Rao, the principal of Karnataka Ayurveda Medical College. Thank you, sir, for your meaningful message. We wish to thank in a very special way our Assistant Administrative Officer, Mr. Saju, the Principal of KAMC, Dr. Ravi Rao, Vice Principal, Dr. Jacinta Meena D'Souza, and the staff of Karnataka Ayurveda Medical College for all the help and cooperation extended to us. I'm grateful to our principal, Mrs. Vinya D'Souza, for a constant support and guidance. Thank you, ma'am, for being such an inspiration to us. Next, I would like to thank our V4 Media channel for their live media coverage. Thank you, dear parents, for joining us this morning. Without your support, none of this would have been possible. And last but not the least, to all those who work behind the scenes to make this program a success, a heartfelt thanks. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, Sushma. I now request our principal to escort our guests off the dais.